All right, so as promised on my other video, I was talking about going further in depth with the vision board. So going over the main topics of the vision board, six topics, and we are going to be covering this from January to March. And the first topic is going to be income and wealth. Then we have mindset and your ID, family and time freedom, travel and lifestyle, and health and energy. And final is leadership and your input. So if you've never done this before, you just grab a sheet of paper, just put at the top pretty much your vision board, your time frame, and then go ahead and just start labeling those items that we already talked about on the side. And then you take probably, 15, 20 minutes and be very intentional. The other thing is, we're not saying that I would like to do this. We're saying we're going to do this. So from here on out, like as you follow me, as you think to yourself about your goals, your desires, what is going to make you fulfilled in your life. And I was doing this myself because I'm just, I'm a very humble, like I try to be humble. I try to, and I say try right now. So I've always been humble. I've always been considerate, always trying to not be big, not being, woe is me, not being self-centered, not being that type of stuff. But in doing all of that, I actually made mental blocks for myself. So I'm not my intent is to be deliberate. My intent is to have these goals that I'm putting direct action into obtaining my goals. So there's nothing wrong with that. So part of developing myself is getting rid of anything like could be, maybe, I hope so, I'm trying to, that type of stuff. And now I'm just saying, this is where I'm going. This is what I'm going to achieve. This is the goal. This is where I'm going. It's been about 3.5 months of me figuring this part out. But ultimately, if you're looking at the outside influences or the reasons why you shouldn't be a certain way, ultimately you need to figure out what's good with you personally. And I know, like, either way out in the world, right, on this video, you're going to get judged one way or another. I know that we're in this society that talks about, oh no, we don't judge. Secretly inside, everybody has a thought. Everybody has a thought about what I'm wearing, maybe my gray hair, maybe my smile isn't exactly right, or, whatever it is that you would like to point out. Everybody has some sort of an internal bias about what is going on with a person. And so ultimately, the biggest thing that I'm just going to fall back on is like, God is with me. Like, I leave it to God, everything that we do is through him. Like, it's through God, you know what I mean? And that's kind of like my left and right limitations. Like, I feel like everything that I'm doing is in a good place. I'm also, if you know anything about me, it's all about trying to help other people. But at the same time, you need to help yourself first before you help anyone else. So it's taken me a long time. As a medical professional, that's one of the things you always talk about. As an instructor, I've always talked about it. Any type of mentor has always said it, like, you have to take care of yourself first before you can take care of anyone else. So when you go on an airplane, if you've never been on an airplane, they say this, please put the oxygen mask on yourself and then help your neighbor. So that's the same type of situation. So the idea is that you pour into yourself and you fill yourself so that you have an abundance to be able to give to other people. And that is exactly what that's about. So that is like the mindset as we're going over this vision board, and as I am making this video for you to take this video and make your own success and plan out your own year that's going to be super successful. It's all good intent. It's all trying to help other people. See how I said try there? It's all going to help other people. So that is kind of like setting the stage, setting the rules, I guess, of this video. So let's get into it a little bit. With the income, when you're writing this down, you're not writing down like what you hope to get. You're writing down what you're going to get. Like you're going to get X, Y, and Z. So I wrote down in the Navy, I'm going to do this much by March. And then for my own business, I'm going to do this much by the end of March. And then as far as, you know, my other stuff that's going on, like I'm going to do this much moving forward. So ultimately, like the reason why I'm doing every quarter or every 3 months is to have like actionable items that are actually attainable. Like what I don't want to do is say, oh, you know what, at the end of March, I want to make $1 million a month. Well, that's probably pretty unattainable, because if I'm going from, let's say, 20,000 a month, right? Then I can't even get that in the screen. $1 million a month? I don't think so. So if we bring it down to where, you know, we can actually plan it out throughout the year, but you can't just get to this level without first getting to this level. So it's a little bit like a marathon where you have to take step by step, but you still need to give yourself attainable goals, you know, like goals that you are going to get. And it's okay to stretch yourself. It's okay to make it to where it's like, man, that would be pretty like hard to do, but still attainable. So ultimately for me, like in my business right now, by the end of March, I'm looking at a solid, not like here and there sporadic, because that is the sporadic stuff that's doable. I'm talking about a steady, like 13,500 a month. Like that is by the end of March, that's where I want to be steady, right? And so from there, then everything else builds. Like, okay, well, let's reverse engineer that and figure out how that's going to be possible. So anyways, I just wanted to talk about that one spot, but then we'll go into mindset and ID. So all mental blocks will be removed for me, will be lifted and removed, and then I'm going to operate on the frequency of love. Like even if somebody upsets me, I'm still going to love that person. If you cut me off in traffic, I'm still gonna love you. Like that's just the thing. Like that frequency, as I'm learning and I'm going through my training right now, if you look at like being mad or sad or fearful or jealous or whatever it is, that's down here on this very, very small frequency level. Like love is like 500, you know, then it goes joy, and then it goes like enlightenment. So there's like love, joy, enlightenment. And so you don't have to know like exactly how it works, but that's how it works. I feel like people are always trying to figure out like law of attraction or law of frequency and that type of stuff. The easiest way that I'm learning right now is like you got to put your name on the check before you can cash that check. So that is the analogy that is kind of like been in my head best. So the thing is, you have to be there first before it actually comes. So please keep that in mind. So as far as mindset and my identification, like how I identify myself, I'm going to operate on the love frequency. I'm going to be a great clinical manager for the Navy. My renters, they're going to feel like I care about them. Through my actions, because I do care about them, but they're gonna feel like I care about them. My business team, I'm gonna get up to 14 to 20 people, and they're gonna feel supported. They're gonna be healthy and successful, and they're all gonna be their own natural leaders, because I'm all about raising leaders, not followers. By the way, God is in everything that we do. So that is something that I love to think about and feel. But every single thing, whether it be income or mindset or family and time freedom, travel, lifestyle, health, energy, and leadership and input, none of that is possible if we don't have a vision, if we don't have a frequency, if we don't have God. you know. Um, it's going to be harder to get anything and everything we've ever done if we are trying to do it by ourselves without any type of uh, force or any type of, you know, overall support. So that is something that, maybe you unfollow me, that's okay. This is just how I feel, and this is how I'm going to move forward, because this is what I want my community around me to be like. So also with Mindset and ID, because I'm going where I'm going, my mentors and my leadership are going to be uh, welcoming to me, because they're going to want to pour into me because I am getting it. Like everything is coming together. I'm being the leader that I need to be. I'm developing the people that I need to develop. Like, so everybody below me, everybody at the same level, and everybody above me are all going to benefit. They're all going to feel good, because we're all going to go in the right direction, and we're all heading in the right direction. So family and time freedom, because I'm able to have everything on lock with the Navy, have everything on lock with my business. I'm going to be able to have more time freedom, and that's going to allow me to have more time with my kids. So I'm seeing my kids monthly. Like, that's been my goal for the last 6 months, and actually my whole life, is like I've always wanted to be able to see them monthly. I just never really set actionable items to be able to attain that before. So now I'm deliberate now, and I've always been, like I talked to you about, humble. So I would say, man, it would be nice to, I really hope I can, or whatever. um, I wasn't ever saying I'm going to do this, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to see my kids monthly. I'm able to see them for 3 to 5 days at a time. So that'll be a thing where the Navy, like, I'm budgeting my time right now, so I can take those 3 to 5 days at a time. It might be 3, it might be 5. And the other thing too is, like, that doesn't mean that they can't come and see me. So that's also something to keep in mind. My cats are super happy and healthy. Um, that's kind of a big thing, because people love their pets, right? The pets are like extended families. So my cats are going to be happy and healthy and loving each other, because right now they're like battling, they're kind of fighting here and there, but they're going to get better. Travel and lifestyle kind of goes in hand with what I talked about, but I'm going to start, as I get the Navy on lock, as I'm getting developed in this business, I'm going to start going out different places, because I love travel, I love exploring, I love hiking, I love seeing new things. And then I'm meeting other people. I love to have interactions with people. And that type of stuff is going to end up, kind of like getting me out of the house. Like, by this time, I've done and spent all the time that I needed reading, staying indoors, just buckling down, doing the grind, if you will, getting to a point or a level where I can start to branch out now and come out and do other things. So traveling is going to happen. I'm going to be being intentional about everything that I'm doing also. So, that's going to be being shared on Instagram, Facebook, and also my YouTube channel. I'm going to be different states where my team's at. So the vision that I have right now is that my 14 to 20 people, I'm going to kind of like do like a monthly thing where, the top earners, whoever's the top earner, maybe we have a meeting, a face-to-face. Actually, I want to meet your family, I want to see what's going on with your life. Maybe I just kind of come out, meet and greet, because the thing about being an online business is you can be anywhere in the world. So that'll be kind of like a logistical thing. If you are in, Singapore or Japan or Australia or whatever, haven't really crossed that bridge yet, but we'll figure that part out. So that is something that I want to do. I think it's important to celebrate wins, and when you get to certain levels, because in this business there's different levels, like I've alluded to in the previous videos. So when you get to like a big level, like 4A, or when you get to 5A, or even bigger when you get to 6A, and 6A2 and on. These are going to be very like substantial levels where your pay is increasing, everything is increasing. We need to celebrate that because that's a great accomplishment. Health and energy. Right now I'm at 240, 245. So by the end of March, I'm declaring it 225 to 230. So I'll be down to 225 to 230. I'm getting 6 to 8 hours of sleep at night, which is actually, if anybody knows me, it's been years and years and years where I've been like 2 to 4 hours, maybe 4 to 6 hours. Sometimes I don't even sleep because I just have to get the work done. But I'm changing everything. So the lifestyle is changing. So the sleep is going to end up getting there. And, there was like this post that I did yesterday. Didn't really make a lot of friends with that, but my intent with that post, by the way, was just that, I will not sleep 16 hours a day. Like, I just don't have time for that. I'm not actually promoting sleeping or never sleeping. I'm just saying don't let your day get wasted by sleep. You only really need 6 to 8 hours. Once you get 6 to 8 hours, cool. Get up and start your day. That's really all I meant with that post, by the way. But I did have a person message me. We actually no longer follow each other. So I do feel bad about that. But at the end of the day, person didn't understand my concept, and that's okay. You don't have to understand my concept. And then I'm in total love frequency. So we might not agree, but I still love you. You might cut me off. Okay, great. Still love you, because it means nothing. Like, it does no good in life to be upset. Like, when you start getting upset, which I'm just learning right now, you start dropping your frequencies. And when you start dropping your frequencies, that's when now you start getting back whatever you're putting out. So that is something like, I'm going to keep my frequency in the 500, the love area, no matter what. Like, you know what? I'm going to see that you're just having a bad day. Or I'm going to see that maybe you have some internal stressors, or I'm going to see that you need more patience and grace, or whatever it is. I'm just going to love that scenario. Okay. And meditation. I've been sharing with people, Spirio, and then also, they're on, they're on my phone. There's like InnerTune and Spirio, and then there's this other chakra one. Super beneficial. I've been doing them. I've been doing the InnerTune when I drive places. So I get 15 minutes. Great. I'm going to put that on, and I'm going to listen to positive affirmations, because those are so important to have. And really, I've been using that to direct my inner voice. My inner voice, pretty much, there is no negative inner voice anymore. I just have positive affirmations. I have positive comments to myself, and I have positive comments out, because there's no need to drop your frequency. So leadership and input, the last one. I run my Navy team on autopilot, and I only have to work till 3:30 every single day. So if you know me and you know the last 27 years, you know that I've been working and working and working and working. So this is a huge shift for me. It's taken a long time to get to this point, but I am just not going to do anything else other than 3:30. Like 3:34, I'm out. And so ultimately I'm trying, see, I said try. I'm going to make it to where at 3:30, man, I'm packing it up, I'm out. That's just how it's going to be. So that means I got to do all the work up until that point to get to that point where I can just leave. So that's going to be Monday through Friday, or when I'm actually on work or at work at the job that I can't wait to stop. And then my business, we're going to have the 14 to 20 people, and they're all going to be growing as leaders, all positive with zero mental blocks. And we're going to be able to just support and love each other, build each other up. Everybody's going to be winning, successful. The people that are having hard times, we're going to focus on, we're going to get them up to a level. I'm finishing my 90-day challenge, by the way. That is one thing that I just started. And I'm doing it with one of my top community leaders. He's like a 6A2, 6A3, 6A4. I don't even know what 6A he is. TAC like 8, whatever. his community that I'm actually a part of, because my mentor is Amanda. She's actually above me, but she falls under him. That entire community that I'm a part of was responsible for 60% of all of the global sales this year in the company that we're aligned with. And that brought in, I believe, $330 million. So this is not a small thing that I'm a part of. This is a huge thing that I'm a part of. And I think he's at his, 12th, 13th year, but he's a multimillionaire. So ultimately, I'm linking arms with his group so that I can get the mentorship, so I can pour into my partners better, so I can be a better leader. I can be a better follower all around. I can just be a better person, so that I can affect more positive change. So working with mindset, working with health, working with wealth, like, I'm here to help you. So that's why I'm doing that 90-day challenge. I'm also, and this is kind of a secret that I'm just putting out in this video at 21 minutes and 15 seconds and counting. I'm actually decided to be a certified life coach. So a lot of these concepts that I love and I've been finding value in my own personal heart and my own body, I'm learning how to do so I can give to other people. My mindset and my thought process is, the more I can pour into my teammates, the better that they can remove their blocks. The more they can remove their blocks, the better they're going to be with the people that they help. So it's a win-win, win-win. So ultimately, and that's something that I actually just put out one time before this, and I just put it out again on this video. So ultimately, that is in wraps, that's a vision board. So where do you put the vision board? Where do you put where you can actually visually see this? Talking about your income and wealth, talking about your mindset and your ID, talking about family and time freedom, talking about travel and lifestyle, your health and energy, and your leadership and input. Where do you put those? Well, at home for me, I actually have a big, it's like a sticky pad, like a sticky, like a post-it note. A post-it note. And so I have one of these big, like 20 by 30 inch post-it notes, and I can put them up everywhere. So I have two up in my living room. I actually have a little glass one by my wash center in my bathroom, and then I actually put another post-it up in my bathroom above my toilet. So every time I'm there going to the bathroom, I look up at it, I see it. I see exactly where I'm going. So that is a huge thing that anyone out there that's listening to this, you're going to put the time in to do a vision board, put it up to where you can see it, so you can read it every single day, so that you can stay on track with what you're trying to get, so you can see, not just trying to get, but what you're going to get, so you can see it and you can achieve it. And then the thing is with this, what I'm also going to do, like little subcategories, is and this is a personal thing I'm not going to share on videos, but the other things that I'm getting rid of is my bills, right? So ideally, financial freedom is the ticket, because the quicker you can be financially free, the less you have worries about what you need to do or what you have to do, and then you can pick the things that you want to do, like spend more time with your family or be more present with your friends, and be able to go out and explore and see the world the way you want to do it, or pour into your teams, so that you don't have like these external factors looming down on you, telling you, like, sometimes making it to where you have to compromise. Like Christmas right now, I had to compromise. I couldn't go see my kids right away. Who knows if everything, because I'm being financially, fiscally responsible, when everything goes the way it needs to go in the next couple days to weeks, I'm going to make it happen to where I can go see them. It's just, I have to stay within I have to be fiscally responsible. So, but I'm also on these vision boards, list out the bills that you want to squash. And if you're ever having a hard time with, like, man, what do I take care of first? That type of thing. There's a book called Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. And it is great when we talk about snowballing, your debt. So paying off your bills and how to pay them off based off of interest rates and the amounts and that type of stuff. And the idea is that, if you owed $300 and $500 and then you paid off the 300, then you just take the 300 that you have now the next month and you take that 300 and you put it now towards the 500 amount. So if you were paying 500 and 300, now you're paying 800. So now 800 is getting rid of that $500 bill way quicker. So that's kind of the principle behind that. But make a list of your bills based off of your categories of how you want to take care of the things, and interest rates have a part of that. So, but just put those on your vision boards too, because as you're knocking them out, cool, check off, check off, check off, check off, check off. And then by the end of March, you're looking at it and you're like, was I on track? Was I off track? What happened? And then after that, make another vision board. Now you're making your April, May, June. Do another vision board. And then you're going to do another vision board. And all year, you are staying on some sort of a checklist track, and you're conquering, the things. And those are also, every single time you do something that's positive, then it's reconfirming your visions that you're actually accomplishing. You're accountable to yourself. So vision boards are so important. Whether you're not, you just put a bunch of pictures up, or you have like a list. Like, I like lists. I'm not necessarily a picture guy. I do like the pictures, but the picture that I have in my head is way more than what I see on the paper. So anyways, that is my vision board that I wanted to cover with everybody. If you have any questions about it, please put it in the comments, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. If not, thank you very much for watching. And if you know anybody that could benefit from this video, share it. Thank you.